working man blues. Told him, take this job and shove it. You can fill my shoes, I'm on the road again. I'll be in Amarillo by morning. I got friends in low places down in Baton Rouge. I'll be killing time with them, it'll make me a brand new man. Like a wagon wheel, I keep on rolling. Country roads take me to sweet home Rocky Top, where Mama tried to tell me, son, don't rock the jukebox. But I hear that train coming through the swinging doors, where the neon moon shines on dinosaurs. It's an all request Saturday night life. I'm sitting on a bar stool in Cheyenne. The chair was too cold at home again. Got a honky-tonk attitude, I cross my heart. Well, I should have been a cowboy, but time marches on. Ain't living long like this, but I'm already gone down to the Chattahoochee for some fishing in the dark. Country roads take me to sweet home Rocky Top, where Mama tried to tell me, son, don't rock the jukebox. But I hear that train coming through the swinging doors, where the neon moon shines on dinosaurs. It's an all request Saturday night life. Country roads take me to sweet home Rocky Top, where Mama tried to tell me, son, don't rock the jukebox. But I hear that train coming through the swinging doors, where the neon moon shines on dinosaurs. It's an all request Saturday night life. It's an all request Saturday night life.
Hey, welcome to Live from the Shop, everybody. My good friend James Carothers. James, thanks for being here, buddy.
Well, man, thanks for having me at your shop again, Leo. It's been a while now since I've been here, but I've been seeing a whole lot more of you lately.
Yeah, we've seen a bunch of each other. You know, that song, I hear Chattahoochee, I hear Don't Rock the Jukebox. Is there some reason you got some of the Alan Jackson influences in there?
Yeah, I was trying to pander to the crowd, to the Alan Jackson crowd that we play in front of. So I figured if I had a few buzzwords in there, a couple of Alan Jackson song country titles, that they might love me.
Yeah. Well, you know, we always say, I wish I wrote that, I wish I wrote that. You wrote a fantastic song with all the best parts of songs.
Well, it was easy, you know. We got these lists sometimes, and you just sing the list, the set list. So I think Andy's the one that came up with the idea. Yeah.
Sometimes you sing the set list.
yeah. We just wrote this set list. So.
Yeah. Well, I know we got another song, a new song, fairly new, right?
Yeah, it's new to me. We recorded it last year, I guess, Kennedy, or it's new to people who listen to me, but. I've heard the song my whole life. My dad recorded it like 35 years ago, or probably 40 years ago now. And I always liked the song. And then, when I started singing and everything, some of the ladies, some of my mom's friends and my sisters were like, "Oh yeah, you should record Muscadine Wine." And I was like, "Man, maybe I should." And then my sister Ada Beth, who lives in Carlsbad, New Mexico, she said, you should do like a duet with a lady, because it's, the song's got a lady in it, and the song sounded like Kennedy. So our friend Kennedy Scott, now she used to be Kennedy Fitzsimmons, But she played before us at AJ's bar for a long time, and she went out and did the AJ tour and everything too, and so yeah, we did it. So maybe without further ado, we should have our special guest singer come up. Yeah. I love Kennedy. Her and Woody would play, and she has that old soul, that old school, Dolly Parton and all that stuff. She's mean as a snake, though. You got to watch her.
She'll get
Better
you.
watch out. I'll get you. No, we are fast friends. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
She lived in a run-down trailer by the river, didn't wear no shoes in the summertime. She was a black-headed woman with green in her eyes. People around her said she could do magic with a muscadine. Well, the day I met her, I was 17. I found out later she was 29. I was down on the river with my fishing pole. She had a bucket in her hand, picking muscadine. She said, "Would you like to try my muscadine wine? I think you might like it just fine. If I do say so myself, I can make it like no one else." We were hand in hand walking down by the river, going toward her house in the evening time. Getting long toward dark when we finally got there, and I tried a little bit of her muscadine wine. Well, it was like nothing I'd ever tried before. It was sweet and bitter at the same time. She said, "It's too dark now to try to leave the river bottom. Won't you have a little more of my muscadine wine?" She said, "Would you like to try my muscadine wine? I think you might like it just fine. If I do say so myself, I can make it like no one else." It was like nothing I'd ever tried before.
It was sweet and bitter at the same time.
She said,
It's too dark now to try to leave the river bottom. Won't you have a little more of my muscadine wine?
"Would you like to try my muscadine wine? I think you might like it just fine. If I do say so myself, I can make it like no one else." "Would you like to try my muscadine wine? I think you might like it just fine. If I do say so myself, I can make it like no one else."
Excellent job.
Sarah at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at Bar Line.
I'm so excited about this show.
Dino Trek is back again this year. It's bigger than we've ever had it before.
When they're about 5 months old, we'll start see them sticking their head out of the pouch, or you might see a foot come out or a tail.
It's like an Airbnb for Joey's. Now you're not going to see all three of them together because cats in general don't get along unless it's time to get along, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh
yeah.
my.
Well, we're 2/3 of the way there. It's animals, nature, and fun. That's what we're all about. But during that time, we hope that you also learn something, that you're inspired to want to learn something.
What's new at the zoo with Jim Bar 2.
Catch At the Zoo exclusively on Main Street Media TV. Check our on-screen TV guide for days and times.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
What you got next, James?
Yeah, so we used to play at that AJ's bar, you know, Alan Jackson's
I've heard
Good
of
Time
it.
Bar. You've been there.
I've heard of it, yeah.
You've had a good time before.
I've had a good time at the Good Time Bar. It's always a good time at the Good Time Bar.
And so, yeah, that's where we met Kennedy. So I guess the stories come full circle. It's called The Weave. And
No, the first time we met, we competed to play the Opry.
oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh.
No.
Oh my God.
No, but we were in
We need to get that on the mic.
Yeah.
I think everybody's missing half the
Oh,
story.
yeah, that'd be a good story. Yeah, so,
Oh, you ain't telling this live right now?
Huh?
This ain't live right now?
It's not live, but everybody's watching it live.
Oh, they are? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They will be when we push play.
yeah, you want me to tell the story? about
Sure,
that real quick?
absolutely.
I'll try to tell the story quickly because it's kind of a long story. But basically, there was a big singing contest, and I lost, and you lost too, right?
No, you won.
Well,
Yeah, you big
eventually.
goof.
I think you won, right?
Well, I didn't win. I didn't win the heat because there was like you won a theater, and then you went to the finals. And see, I wasn't going to the finals because I already lost.
Oh.
In the theater.
Okay, we can be friends again. I thought.
Yeah.
No. What happened was that we had the wild card. Remember, we had the wild. They let one more. They took all the winners, and there was like maybe 4 or 5, 6 winners, and they're like, well, we got time for another spot, so we'll let somebody else that competed do the wild card. And so there was a fan vote, and you and Woody I got like 50 more votes or something than you and Woody. So I was able to go and compete at the finale.
But the cool thing is that everybody got to open for Alan Jackson,
Yeah,
like from the
everybody got
club. That's cool.
Yeah,
I
everybody
mean,
from the club.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
No, it was cool. I think it's great.
yeah,
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah, it was super cool. And then come to find out, well, I already knew this, but just so you know, that whole contest, the WSM Roadshow, was masterminded and put together by none other than Elio Giordano right here.
And Chris Kulik. Yeah,
He worked at WSM at the time.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's kind of he's the reason you and me both got to open for Alan Jackson.
Hey, I get to open for him now too. Totally
Full
unintentional.
circle.
Full circle.
It's the weave.
All right, what's our next tune, James?
This is one that we filmed a live, this is a live video. We lip synced to a video on this one in Alan Jackson's bar. It's called Too Many Women at This Bar, and This is going out to Wade Landry. Old Cajun Wade Landry did this song with us, and he's gone back to Louisiana since. But I reckon he'll still play it if we ever get down there. Oh, yeah. I'm going to omit the French verse. Well, I two-step with Shannon, I waltz with Miranda, I two-timed on Ashley again. I told her that I was sorry, she ought to not worry, and we're better off as good friends. And when I was with Hannah, that girl from Atlanta, Carolina, came strolling on in. Oh, and it's no surprise I got two sets of eyes looking at me with daggers again. Well, I know too many women at this bar. Well, I've done all them right ones wrong, drank to them country songs, played a few hands with my cards. Oh, and two is one too many for my pretty wife, Julie. I know too many women at this bar. This bar. Well, I've done all them right ones wrong, drank to them country songs, played a few hands with my cards. Oh, and two's one too many for my pretty wife, Julie. I know too many women at this bar.
Oh, you got to throw the A in there. Yeah. Wait till we hear haw. He'll do that. Oh, haw. That is as Cajun as it gets. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Wade did a really good job, and he was so fun to watch play. So I do hope we get a chance to get down to Louisiana and see him one of these days.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Fantastic musician. All right, what do we got next?
Next is the pickup truck song. Maybe everybody's probably heard this one before. But if you haven't, this one's going out to all of the little tiny pickup trucks out there that your grandpa drives. I call my grandpa Papaw. Well, there's 5-gallon buckets and a log chain in the back. There's a broken windshield with empty snuff cans rolling around the dash. Well, there's yellow insulators for electric fence. There's a 4-foot piece of rebar and there's a come-along winch. It was wore out when he got it, then he drove it through the briars. The whole thing's held together with rusty baling wire. The tailgate reads Isuzu, but the grill says Chevy Love. It's a Field Road Frankenstein machine, it's Papaw's little truck. When the dust starts blowing in, don't you worry about a thing. Just grab onto that winder, you gotta pull it while you crank. Well, some old boy gave him tires, and I guess that they're still half good. And that bed is lined with corn cobs and a half sheet of plywood. It was wore out when he got it, then he drove it through the briars. The whole thing's held together with rusty baling wire. The tailgate reads Isuzu, but the grill says Chevy Love. It's a Field Road Frankenstein machine, it's Papaw's little truck. Man, you'd see that thing all over the place.
Where?
Why, you would see it where his buddies were playing dominoes. And and you'd hear them worn out bearings every time that it rolled, and you'd see it coming at you in the wrong lane time to time. Look out, man. Brought it down with square bales of hay that were stacked up to the sky. Well, when Papaw's little truck died, he just pulled it out behind the barn, next to his old junk Ford Courier in his little truck graveyard. I can't wait to see Papaw when Jesus calls me up. And we're going to drive on through the pearly gates in Papaw's little truck. It was wore out when he got it, then he drove it through the briars. The whole thing's held together with rusty bale and wire. The tailgate reads Isuzu, but the grill says Chevy love. It's a field road Frankenstein machine, it's Papaw's little truck. Just a field road Frankenstein machine, it's Papaw's little truck.
That's such a great song. It's timeless. That's a timeless song.
Well, you got a couple of mechanics in your household right here.
Yeah, we won't talk about the driveway, but we could talk about the mechanics. Yeah, they like the pickup truck song for sure. They understand it.
Yeah. Well, the next one I got put on this list here is Relapse. You want to play Relapse?
I'd love to.
Let me tune my guitar real quick.
Well, I guess I better tune too.
Wow, way off.
It's so funny because you and me, we sound like a bar tuning up. Andy sounds like a symphony.
Relapse. Feels so good to be back home again. Well, running my beat paths, don't care if it's the wrong track. Second chances blowing in the wind. Bad habits die hard, and I still have the scars of the broken heart you gave me way back when. Well, just when it got better, we want to be together. I can have a relapse now and then. Relapse. Feels so good to be back home again. Well, running my beat paths, don't care if it's the wrong track. Second chances blowing in the wind. I had money in the bank and I quit the smoke and drink. Now I have to fight the itch that has returned. 'Cause you're always running around and I think I'm gonna drown. I'm broken now, I'll smoke until I'm burned. Relapse. Feels so good to be back home again. Well, running my beat paths, don't care if it's the wrong track. Second chances blowing in the wind. I turned over a new leaf, but now I got my old grief. I'm backsliding on the steps and going down. I said I was through with you, and I almost seen it through. I'm repeating history the best way I know how. Relapse. Feels so good to be back home again. Well, running my beat paths, don't care if it's the wrong track. Second chances blowing in the wind. Well, running my beat paths, don't care if it's the wrong track. Second chances blowing in the wind.
It's so great to play these songs in so many different environments. You know, we get to play it in bars, we get to play it on the big stage, we get to play it at the honky-tonk bar, we get to play it like this, and the songs just they're just as good no matter where it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes somebody's got to have a big platform to make it look good. This stuff goes anywhere. It's just so transferable. It's just great music.
Yeah, it does go anywhere, especially in the trio, because you can fit it in a car instead of a bus.
Yeah, really.
Hi, I'm Missy Acosta.
And I'm Stephanie Miller.
We're here with Community Checkup, and we would love for you to join us each month as we dive a little deeper into different organizations and events, happenings around Middle Tennessee.
You can find our Community Checkup episodes through our Main Street Media publications. Just go to the top of the page and click on How to Stream. You'll find Main Street Media TV on Apple, Amazon, and Roku. We'll also make it easy for you. Just download our mobile app, Main Street Media TV Mobile. You'll have all of our episodes right there at your fingertips.
Hi, I'm Carmen at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at the Macara Spa.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
All right, what do we got next?
Up next, we got a gospel song that we just recorded. The three of us recorded it with our buddy Mike, and it came out real good. It's one my dad wrote and one I'd been singing for. I hadn't really been singing it that much, but I used to sing it at the gospel hours. And then Michael Smith, he's a friend of ours. He requested it, and he said he had a recording of it on his phone, and he'd been listening to it for all these years. He just recorded us playing it in the bars there like 8-9 years ago. And kind of touched me in my heart a little bit, and I thought, man, I want to record that song for sure. And so this is what it is, just an old sounding gospel song. Where will you stand when Jesus returns? When Jesus returns, brother, will you be ready? Are you prepared for judgment to come? When the clouds roll away and the book will be open, there's nowhere to hide and there's nowhere to run. Where will you stand if he comes in the morning? To the right or the left, there's no in between. hear his oar and the things you have done have been written down, awaiting the coming. There's nowhere to hide, and there's nowhere to run. Where will you stand if he comes in the morning? To the right or the left, there's no in between. When the deeds you've done are read from the record, where will you stand before the great King? Where will you stand before the great King?
You know, I'm going to say you have such a connection to the spiritual side, and I really like that. You know, a lot of songs you do, and when you did the gospel hour at George Jones, you know, it was pretty cool. You know, not a lot of people were doing that, and you brought that out to like the forefront, which was really cool.
Well, you know, sometimes it felt like a charlatan when I'd sing a gospel song and somebody'd give me money. But I got over that pretty quick.
Yeah.
No, I really do. You know, we always say it as a joke, but it's true. You know, you spend so much time singing songs about negative things, and then a lot of songs I write, you know, they end up sounding kind of negative too. So it's good to purposefully inject some truth, something spiritual, positive into your life once a week, every week, at the church of your choice. At the New Testament church of your choice.
I don't think anybody's ever plugged the church on this show before.
New Testament church of your choice.
But that's good. All right, back to the sinning and all the other stuff now. The next song's all about sinning.
Yeah, and the next song, there's someone's committing adultery, and then there's a murder.
But once a week.
I mean, that's kind of what happens. I guess it's open to interpretation. This one's called The Parking Lot at the Country Bar, and it's about the parking lot in the Music City and the scoreboards.
Oh yeah.
Nashville Palace. That's what I was thinking about, because those are the only bars that have a parking lot in town where we play. All the other ones have like parking garages downtown, and it kind of kills the whole country bar vibe, in my opinion. If you got to park in a parking garage, are you really going to a country bar?
Yeah, I don't know how honky tonk that is.
Yeah, I don't think Hank did it that way. But we're all the time playing over there, and it's where a lot of guys meet up to go on their trips. They meet up in their vans and buses and little tiny pickup trucks, and and so they'll park the cars there, and then a lot of times you'll see people sleeping in them, and or, you know, if you get out one of those bars, you might just be better off taking a nap.
Yeah. You know, a funny thing about that parking lot, before it was a parking lot, it was a campground. It was a Fiddler's Inn campground right where Music City is. I slept in my truck for 3 months when I first moved to town in that campground.
Way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when we play Music City, I'm basically standing playing where I came to town and stayed in there for 3 months. Yep.
I want to dedicate this song to my friend Elio Giordano.
Yeah.
See, it's come full circle.
Oh boy.
You made it to the top.
Yeah.
bet everybody's here in the neighborhood, hollering and calling names. I figured cops were on the way, so I moved between the lines into this space. In the parking lot at the country bar, where I'm sleeping in my car. I'm wondering who you're with and where you are, while I'm sleeping in the parking lot at the country bar. At 2 a.m. I saw you walking out with a cowboy to his truck. What's that about? Y'all were dancing while I slept. He must love you to death. There ain't nothing here good going down. In the parking lot at the country bar, where I'm sleeping in my car. I'm wondering who you're with and where you are, while I'm sleeping in the parking lot at the country bar. F-150, so I should just drive home and get in bed. But the thought starts crossing my mind, it wouldn't be the first time some cowboy's gonna take his final breaths in the parking lot at the country bar, where I'm sleeping in my car. I'm wondering who you're with and where you are, while I'm sleeping in the parking lot at the country bar. While I'm sleeping in the parking lot at the country bar.
Words of experience right there, James. Words of experience.
Been there, done that.
My name is Royce, Bellman and Omni Hotel. Please come and see us.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
You girls having fun?
Yeah, I'm going to key of my own pretty soon. Me too.
Good night, Kia guy.
Good night.
Buckle up, Dad.
Are we there yet?
At Kia of Murfreesboro, we're here whether you're ready or not.
Up next we got Colt 45. Colt 45, that's another one my dad wrote. I guess we could call this the Dad Tribute Hour.
Right.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. This was called Colt 45, And this one was a cool one. It was considered outlaw country because it's about an outlaw. It's about John Dillinger. And then it was also outlaw country because at the time that we made the video, I had a beard. So that was, it was more outlaw that way. But I'm not as much of an outlaw anymore. Been cleaned up.
Yeah, clean shaved.
Yeah. But maybe that's what a real outlaw does.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, you got to go through stages. I'm not saying you're not going to be an outlaw again.
John Dillinger was pretty clean shaven, I guess. Not somebody you'd want to emulate in life. Johnny grew up on an Indiana farm. Family never did anyone harm. Said, I ain't no farmer, but I'll survive with a good fast car and a Colt 45. John said he was a good man, prayed every day. Said, don't let Johnny throw his life away. It's in your hands, Lord, keep him alive while he's running with the devil in his Colt 45. Well, he's a public enemy, wanted man, running from the law just as fast as he can, running from the law and staying alive with his good fast car and his Colt 45. Mr. Hoover said, boys, I want this man, don't matter how you get him any way you can. Bring him in, dead or alive, you better take a fast car and a Colt 45. So they caught him and they put him in the Crown Point jail. He was laughing and a joking, didn't have no bail. Well, him a pistol from a bar, so stole a car into the end of the road. Well, he's a public enemy, wanted man, running from the law just as fast as he can, running from the law and staying alive with his good fast car and his Colt 45. Chicago town, knew he'd be leaving from a movie house, walking with a woman all dressed in red. He was going for his pistol when they shot him dead. He's a public enemy #1, living on the road, living by the gun. Ended up losing when he tried to stay alive, shaking hands with the devil in his Colt 45.
You always surprise me with that ending. When you guys throw Dixie in there at the end of something, you guys look at each other. You don't tell me. I'm over here.
We were just trying to be cool, you know. We want people to think we're rebels and everything.
Yeah, I'll grow a bigger beard if it helps.
Hey, you just had Jay Edwards on here, right?
No, speaking of a big beard, yeah. Jay is fantastic, man.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
And not long ago, I saw him playing with Danny Sheets was his drummer.
There's some beards right
man,
there.
I tell you what, they put ZZ Top to shame.
Yeah, that's a hair band right there. Just the two of them.
I think Long Truck was playing.
I was going to say we need to have a bass player that can keep up with that. Long Truck would be all right too. Yeah. That's a good band to get a sponsorship from Wall or somebody like that. Or Braun, you know, one of them trimmers. Would be on the side of the bus.
Totally.
All right, where we at?
Well, I got Big Cover Up if you want to try that one, or we can do.
Yeah.
Or can we just skip on ahead to Back to Hank if you want to?
No, let's try Big Cover Up.
Big Cover Up.
And when I say try, let's try.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. Has anybody seen Julie? The status on her Facebook said she wasn't in a relationship, but she's married to Farmer Fred. Well, Fred went to a John Deere convention about a week ago. I figured he'd have come back by now, must be some kind of tractor show. Has anybody seen Jeffrey? He's supposed to come weld my gate. He drove by kind of fast last night while Shorty was a-hollering. Shorty, my beagle, was barking up a storm last night at Julie's cat. South of the highway, other side of Fred's corn, he come running with a John Deere hat. Big cover up in a little small town. Somebody got lost and they never was found. There's buzzards in the air and bones on the ground. It's a big cover up in a little small town. Has anybody seen Shorty? I think he's running groundhogs again. He's probably gonna end up in China. Man, that little dog can dig. I guess I ought to go and get him. I hear him over there by Fred. Shorty, that ain't no groundhog hole, but I smell something dead. Big cover up in a little small town. Somebody got lost and they never was found. There's buzzards in the air and bones on the ground. It's a big cover up in a little small town. Has anybody seen Julie? The pictures on her Facebook show her and Jeffrey down in Panama City. Fred's out in the cold. Well, Jeffrey's brother, Sheriff Roberts, comes driving through my broken gate, saying sometimes farmers just disappear, but there wasn't no foul play. Big cover up in a little small town. Somebody got lost and they never was found. There's buzzards in the air and bones on the ground. It's a big cover up in a little small town. It's a big cover up in a little small town.
What a great story.
Love that song.
Did you write that one?
Yeah, I wrote it. Jerry Lee came up with part of the idea though too, so I guess I have to give him credit. We were just driving down. We were driving down to Noonan, Georgia, and we were opening for Mickey Gilley. You know, just acoustic open. That was super cool. We're on our way down there, and those buzzards flying over some water tower.
Was I in the car? Because that means I get part of writing too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't remember being there?
Yeah.
No, you
yeah.
weren't there.
Oh, man.
It's all right. The song's only made about $1 so far, but after people hear it now.
It's a good song. Yeah, people request that one a lot, actually.
Yeah, it's cool. That's my favorite one off of that record that we made in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that one was the best one.
I think people pay a lot of attention to the lyrics in that one because, I mean, there's a lot to hear in that song, but everybody listens to it and they're like, oh, that's such a cool story. Because when they come up and they request it, they're like, can you sing the one about Julie and the Facebook? You know?
It sounded just like that. Oh, wow, good job.
All right, we got time for one more song, don't we?
Yeah, I guess I better play Back to Hank. That's the one with the most clicks on the YouTube. And we're writing some more songs right now. Andy's written about 10 songs today.
Nice.
With a little help from AI.
Andy
smart.
Chat GPT.
We're good friends now.
Well, Elio, thanks for having me here.
Oh, my pleasure, man.
Andy, thanks for driving all the way up here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we got a gig to go to right after this. It's
Yeah,
over.
as a matter of fact, cut this song short.
Okay, we're going to play Back to Hank at 160 beats per minute. Big shout out to the camera crew right here, camera and audio visual crew right here. Live from the shop tonight. Some talented boys in here. Some of them are really good musicians too, Elio, so you got to watch your back, man.
I know, trust me. I keep getting everybody up to kind of play with you so they get to experience that, and pretty soon I'm not going to get to experience it anymore.
There's hip-hop beats at the Opry I never thought I'd see the day. Some rappers wearing cowboy hats didn't used to be that way. Well, I reckon that's the way it's gone, and it's something I can't be. It doesn't sound like country, it don't look like Tennessee. Well, it's a long way back to Hank. It's a far cry from that old steel guitar twang. It's too far to turn around, I think. Well, it's a long way back to Hank. Steel guitars and smoky bars is something from yesterday, but the steel hillbillies are cutting rugs, living the American way. And that downtown Nashville music, well, that just ain't my jam. I miss them old twin fiddles and the sound from Alabama. Well, it's a long way back to Hank. It's a far cry from that old steel guitar twang. It's too far to turn around, I think. Well, it's a long way back to Hank. Well, it's a long way back to Hank. It's a far cry from that old steel guitar twang. It's too
James Carothers, everybody. James Carothers, Andy Varner on the fiddle. Thanks, James, for being here live from the shop. I appreciate it. Live from the shop on Main Street Media TV, everybody. We're going to be out on the road. Tell them where you're going to be seen, where they can see you.
You can see us in 35 minutes from now. We're going to be late to our gig at the local in Hendersonville. That'll be 8 to 11. Check our schedule at jamescarothers.com. The schedule should be updated. We're playing at these bars all the time: Nashville Palace Music City Bar, the local, Martin's Barbecue. I don't know if I said that already, but that one's got the best food.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, now I'm going to get in trouble.
Oh, yeah, now, yeah.
Delete. Catch us at all of the bars that are. Wait, no.
It's all the best barbecue. You just say the best barbecue. It's
Martin's
the best barbecue for
by
sure.
far. And then catch us on the Alan Jackson Last Call Tour, 24, 25. Next stop, Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
And then Salt Lake City right after that. And then we got about 5 of them after the first of the year. So go see Alan Jackson. He says this is his last one, and it's a fantastic show. And what a good time.
Song after song after song, hit after hit. It's pretty intense, actually. Kenny, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Come back on with your band. We'd love to have you back sometime for sure. Andy, James, thank you so much, everybody. Guys, thanks for being here. Alan, thanks for production. Everybody, Main Street Media TV, live from the shop. We'll see you next week. James Carothers, everybody.
Out here on the wrong end of the rainbow, where broken-hearted dreamers come to find ain't nothing but a big old pot of food to go. Out here on the wrong end of the rainbow, I've been searching high and low for that field of four-leaf clover, but I swear it just don't grow.
Hey everybody, Elio Giordano live from the shop on Main Street Media TV. We are so excited to start our second season here on Live from the Shop. We've done over 51 episodes so far. We have new episodes coming out every week, new artists, new talent, great songs, great songwriters. It's Nashville's most unique live music show. So tune in to Live from the Shop on Main Street Media Television.
Give thanks to God for every day. Yeah, I'm thankful for everything I've learned. Growing up, hearing all those four-letter words.
And if you're interested in being a sponsor on Live from the Shop, contact Chris Kulik at Main Street Media TV. Join something special with Live from the Shop on Main Street Media TV. Thank you.